Hello everyone, my name is Layton from LAFC661, and today you may be noticing, hey, there's somebody not right here. And that is for some reasons that my dad was not able to be here today. So, to get it up on time before the next game, I'm recording myself, solo. So, the next LAFC661 episode will hopefully be both of us together again, we're hoping. And with the new season starting, we're going to be a lot more on top of keeping up with our things. Originally at the beginning, we said it was going to be a weekly recap show, and then on the off season, kind of wasn't. But now with the season starting back up again, it will be a weekly recap show. Hopefully coming up anytime between Tuesday and Thursday of the midweek. So you can get your LAFC fix while there's no LAFC happening. So here today, we are going to be talking about just some basic stuff about the game, what was good, what was bad, and kind of we'll look ahead again towards what we can expect from LAFC for the rest of the season. Something else we're going to talk about is going to be talking about the LAFC documentary that happened from ESPN+. If you haven't checked that out, it's absolutely fantastic. Me and my dad haven't finished it yet. Of course, I think we're on episode 8. But it's with ESPN+, which is a paid service. However, you can always do a 7-day, 1-week free trial. Get your LAFC, get your We Are LAFC documentary in during that off time. So, yeah. First off, we got to talk about the game. Our opening match against Sporting Kansas City. I almost forgot, but I didn't. So, opening match against Sporting Kansas City, there was obviously some revenge we wanted there. Because at the end of last season, we totally could have finished in a playoff bye. We totally could have finished second if we had beaten Sporting Kansas City at the end of last season. Which is totally what we wanted to do. Of course, I don't think we played our best during that game. But this game, I think we had a plan, and we had to execute that plan to exact our revenge against Kansas City. I think we did that great. It was a little sloppy in the first half. I tweeted MLS. I tweeted at MLS to see if there was a record for how many cards a team could have in 1.5 of football. No response, but you know what? I got some hate from supporting Kansas City fans, and I'm pretty sure I could pick them out in the away supporters section if we both stood up at the same time. So, I enjoy getting into some beef on Twitter with some away fans, more specifically Carlson fans. You know, anytime there's an away game or some away fans down here, I always like to, throw a little bit of stuff out. But off topic, recap of the game. I think we played well. I think there should have been 1 or 2 more red cards. I think Gerso, number 17 on their team, I think he definitely should have happened a lot sooner. But Rossi got our goal, and very beginning of the second half, it was almost as if Kansas City we're still at a halftime mindset. They weren't totally back in the game yet. Their defense was kind of sloppy. Rossi was able to cut inside, curl it in far post with his right foot. And that's tending to become the typical Rossi shot now. We have the curler, we have the Vela top bins, and we have the Dio's power shot, which, of course, we'll talk about later in this little segment for recap. So, obviously, Rossi shot, very good, nice curler, back post, pick your corner, son, that's what we want. If we can get that all season, though, even better. So, yeah, moving on, further ahead the game, more yellow cards, more stupid drama happened, and then came down to the 94th, which was the last minute, actually. Yes, 94th was the last minute of added time. I was thinking it was 93 minutes. But Dio was able to cut inside with the outside of the foot touch and just power it right through the Kansas City keeper's arms. Keeper gets the right way, you're not stopping a Dio power shot, let's be real. So, I would say, my personal opinion, we played well. We totally could have played better if we had finished our chances when we had them. The game should have finished like 5 or 6-1, 6-2 even. Wait, no, 6-0 even, because the stupid referee got in the way. But you know what? It's not my job. I'm just here to commentate over stupid stuff. And I'm trying to stall for time because he's not here, and he's usually talking more. So I'm totally out of my comfort zone here. So something else we want to do is we're going to look at a good takeaway. In my personal opinion, I'm not sure if anyone else saw this, but Peter Lee Vassell actually came on for Diego Rossi towards the closing minutes of the game, and I think with the few touches he had, it was absolutely great from him. We've mentioned before how he needs to get better playing at this professional level, and I think with this first game, if he starts getting more and more consistent playing time and he shows up in training, I think he could very well end up being a starter very soon. So Peter Lee Vassell, we're here for you for a good distance away. So Peter Lee Vassell's performance, I think, was great. I'm not sure about you guys. I think he actually played a through ball to Harvey, gave it back to Dio. Dio got it in. So Peter Lee Vassell played a very influential part in our game-winning goal, and I think that's why he played so well. And I think that's why he's going to slowly become getting more first-team action with this LAFC squad. Something that I think needs work, though, is I don't think Mark Anthony K is totally back in that game time mindset. He posted something on his Instagram saying how he definitely could have played better, and I think everyone can totally agree. K, no hate to you, but of course everyone has those bad games and or those not great games, but we definitely think you could have played a little bit better. So Mark Anthony K's performance, I think he gave too many balls away and too many close-cut scenarios. So there were too many I don't want this to happen moments with K's touches and K's passing. So I think K's work and K's game time mindset could definitely use a little bit of improvement coming up. I never want to do the solo again. Alright, so a new segment we're going to bring into our LAFC661 recap shows is our second man of the match. Basically, our second man of the match is what we mentioned in our prediction show as a stealth influencer. Basically, someone who is pulling the strings of the game but isn't getting credit for it. Of course, the man of the match is typically super obvious to tell who it is. Obviously, this time it was Dio. I think it could have been 50-50 between Dio and Rossi. But my personal man of the match was Harvey, Jordan Harvey. Of course, Mr. 300, playing his 300th game in MLS. That's an achievement on its own. But being able, in my opinion, he was up and down that wing, creating space for Vela or creating space for an open run for a ball into the box. Plus getting that assist on Dio's final goal. I think with Harvey's great performance that time, of course he is a typical starter. This isn't a Vassell situation where he's a young guy coming on. This is Harvey, a lot more experience. So I think that Jordan Harvey was my personal man of the match. He was creating space, he was creating space, he was making those passes, he was making those runs, and of course got the assist for Dio's goal. Something else, our look ahead segment, where he's kind of looking ahead at the future of LAFC and what we think we should be expecting. I have a few. My first look ahead is we should be seeing a lot more of Diego Rossi this season. It was mentioned in the LAFC documentary that he's a very versatile winger. He's able to play on both sides, and he's not typical wingers who just run down the sideline and put the ball into the box. He cuts inside, makes that space, and makes those runs to get into the box, make it into a very more dangerous attacking scenario. So I think we should be expecting a lot more from Diego Rossi this coming up season. Expect more goals from him. Of course, he was one of our best last season, and I think he's going to be even better this season. The defenders of the bank mentioned that out of the top MLS players who are under 20, I believe, or very young players, he was number 3 on that list, and the other 2 were 2 players that got traded off to Germany. Remember, one of them was Tyler Adams, and the other one was Alphonso Davies. So both of them got traded away from the MLS, which means now we have the best young star in MLS. So we don't want that mindset and that statistic to get too much to his head, but I still think we should be expecting a lot more from Rossi this season. Something else I think I want to reiterate once again, I think Vassell played a great game for the few minutes he did play. I think we should be expecting more playing time from him, more great balls from him, more great runs from him. I think he is going to be a very vital midfield player. Not like a K where it's box to box, but an attacking player on, of course, with the rest of the attacking players we have. But I think we should be expecting more from Peter Vassell coming up when he does get game time. So make sure you keep your eye out on him during the games. So that'll be a good thing we want to look out for. The LAFC documentary is what I'm going to bring up now. As I mentioned, myself and my dad are not entirely finished with it yet. I believe we're on episode 8, but we will be finishing that fairly soon, hopefully. The LAFC documentary so far, it has been absolutely fantastic. I love the passion that was put into it. I love the speed of it. There was a YouTube video I watched that was just very high-paced, and I think that this LAFC documentary is going through that pace perfectly. I think it's at a fast enough pace to where it keeps the viewer attention entertained, and I think it also goes at a slow enough pace to get all the information that you need about your LAFC players, your LAFC coaches, and your LAFC background. So I think that the LAFC documentary on ESPN Plus, We Are LAFC, is a great thing that ESPN did, and that they collaborated with LAFC to get this inaugural season documentary down and dusted. I think it was a great thing. Of course, we haven't finished it yet. We plan on doing it soon, hopefully within the week. So next recap show, we should be able to mention these last 2 episodes and our final thoughts on the documentary. So, unfortunately, we do not have an In the Stands video or a Carson roast this time because you guys aren't doing your part. You guys gotta tag your posts, tag your tweets, tag your Instagram pictures, tag your Instagram memes with hashtag LAFC661. And I'm not seeing enough posts of those because I'm the one that's typically checking the Twitter. But I typically check Instagram because I use Twitter more. Of course, all of our plugs, all of our medias will be in the description. So, you guys have to do your part now. We've done our part. We've created the show. We've done the show. We're going to start consistently doing the show. And now you guys at home, and probably you sitting on your phones right now, need to do your part in roasting Carson with us. So, make sure you tag your posts, tag your tweets with hashtag LAFC661. It'll be on screen. It'll be in the description. It'll probably be in the tags. So, yeah. Other plugs I want to put out, the South End. Of course, not as energetic and not as rowdy as the North End, but we still want to be involved. We just got 4 new seats in the South End. We relocated from the seats we were in originally, and now we're in the South End. There's an Instagram account going around. It's called the South End Falcons. It's basically what we want to do is you kind of want to also be in that high energy spirit with the 3252. But of course, not as high energy because everyone wants to be in those seats, but also with my younger siblings, my dad has said, we don't want beer dumped on them. So, we're in the South End. So, what the plan with the South End Falcons is we'll just kind of go along with a few of the chants throughout the game, get that real stadium feel to it, having things from both ends. Something that was also mentioned was maybe some back and forth chants like LAFC, something like that, or We Are LAFC, LA is black and gold, something like that. Kind of taking the chants we have now, kind of morphing them into a 2-parter kind of thing. So South End Falcons, make sure you check out their Instagram. Their link will be in the description below, as well as the rest of our plugs. Our Twitter, our Instagram. We don't have a Facebook because I don't know, I'm not old. I'm sorry. I'm 16. I don't use Facebook. That's something that you would have to consult my dad for, but, he's not here. So, yeah. Something else that we want to mention is nobody joined our fantasy football league. I don't know why you guys aren't. It's fantasy football. You get to play and claim bragging rights from everyone in the league if you win. Is that not something everyone wants, to bully other people? To make fun of them for taking a fat L? Come on. Join our fantasy league. That link will also be in the description to join. So, yeah. With that wrapping up, I want to mention one more thing. The Defenders of the Bank also covered this in a recent show. But, we My dad and our seats are not personally in the North End 3252 supporter section, but something that we think should not be going on at any point in time is, sure, beer showers are fun and all, but you shouldn't be dumping your beer on players. You shouldn't be dumping any liquid on players. Just in general, you know, have some morals. Of course, you're all hyped up in the moment, but Adama Diamande, being openly Muslim as he is, seeing as he can't drink beer, or I believe alcohol in general, I don't know, I haven't looked up the religion. Yeah, you can see how on top of this I am. So, seeing as that is something that shouldn't be happening anywhere, we are against that. Other people are against it. 3250 is against it. LAFC is against it. Defenders of the Bank are against it. Everybody's against it, so we just don't do it. The 3250 also commented, why did you have that much beer left? Let's be real. Come on. You're getting crazy with everyone else. What are you doing? Come on. Don't be doing that. So, with that wrapping it up, my name is Layton. All of our links, and other people's links, and our fantasy football league, which you guys should all join once again, will be in the description below. Make sure you go and check that out. Tag all of your posts with hashtag LAFC661 to get featured in our either In the Stands or our Carson Roast segments. Because you guys didn't do your part, we don't have those this week. So come on, step up your game. Once again, my name is Layton. This is where Kevin, my dad, is usually sitting, but, you know, he's not here right now. So I'm taking the spotlight. Yeah, that's going to wrap it up. We just wanted to let you all know that Bakersfield is black and gold. See you all next time.